What is up, guys? We are back with the 41st Annual Norman ProAm coverage. My name is Gabriel Dow, and I'm here with Bobby Cox.
What's up, everybody?
This tournament is brought to you by Sooner Disc Golf, sponsored by Noble Hardware, and driven by Innova Champion Discs. So far, we've got Coda Hatfield sitting at 8 under par. We got Emerson Keith making his way back on the coverage at 7 under par. Marshall Blanks out of Austin, Texas at 6 under par. And then we got good old Steve Menees at 5 under par as well. So,
yeah, he's the local out here. I'm expecting him to play some pretty good golf.
Yeah. Hole 1, this is a par 3, 321 feet. We are at Griffin Park, right across the street from Lions, literally.
It's so convenient,
Yeah,
too.
you can walk over there if you want.
Oh,
yeah. Awesome to have two courses like that close to each other. But this hole is really just a low, overstable skip shot. You want to throw something overstable, ride that right side, throw it nice and low, and have it skip up to the basket. Coda's throwing a really nice line, but wow.
It took a massive skip.
Yeah, he initially hit his landing perfectly, but just took that double skip, and he's going to be about 65, 70 past the basket.
Yeah, and there is a Mando tree just left to where Emerson just bounced off of, and you got to go right of it, so it kind of takes away the big forehand route on the left side. Oh,
Emerson should have a pretty easy up, and Marshall...
And that found its way over the fence.
Yeah.
He'll be playing from that...
drop zone.
Yeah.
Steve...
There it
That
is.
is a perfect shot from Steve. He's going to have a drop-in birdie from there.
Yeah, I think that was the skip that Coda was expecting.
Yeah. I mean, that's a skip I was expecting when I saw it. That was crazy.
And Marshall's still left with about 20, 25 downhill putt to save his bogey.
And Emerson with that Bruins Justice.
Oh, sit down.
That thing is always within 5 feet when it does it. Like,
Yeah.
I swear, it's crazy.
Yeah.
This is going to be Coda.
Is he running this?
It looks like he is. Oh, man.
That's an insane run. If you were up there, like, looking down at this basket, you're going all the way to the fence if you miss.
Wow.
Yeah, and he knew it immediately.
That is a 70-foot putt to start off the round. The camera didn't do it justice of how long that was.
It was very long.
Yeah.
Marshall with a nice putt there.
Really nice save there. Steve taps in the birdie. That'll move him to 5 under par, or 6 under par. Him and Coda both starting off with the birds. Got Emerson tapping in the par. Hole 2, this is a par 3. It is 450 feet. Is it really only 450 feet?
It seems a little bit longer, but yeah, I'd say so.
But this is wide open bomber shot. I mean, if you're accurate with 400 to 500 feet like Emerson and Coda are, this should be an easy birdie.
Yeah, there's really no like bad shot because if you're coming up way short, it's still wide open upshot. So
yeah, and Coda looks like he's turned this one over just a little bit too much, and he's going to find that tall grass on the right side, but it still has about 50 feet left.
And Steve's actually got some sneaky power as well.
Yeah, he does. He's trying to flex one out there, and it looks like it's fading out too early on him. He's going to be way left. He's going to have about 50 feet from there as well. And we got Emerson. I'm expecting him to get this real close. He is so good with these long-distance shots.
Yeah.
So accurate.
And yeah, I'd say so.
Perfect. Got it just to the right of those rocks, and it slid nicely.
Yeah, the good thing about Steven's shot, though, is he doesn't quite have the depth putt that some of these other guys have, so he'll be able to give it a pretty solid run.
Yeah. Marshall with some sneaky power, putting it right there next to Emerson. Both of those guys are going to have some easy birdies from there.
Yeah, this whole card can bomb.
Steve just laying up. Might have been giving it a half go. This is going to be Coda from distance.
Ooh. Oh, no.
Oh, sit down.
Okay.
Okay.
That's like 20, 25 feet.
Yeah. Shouldn't be a problem for Coda, though.
Oh, but it is.
But it is. Wow. And he's going to be
potentially losing 2 strokes there.
Yeah. He is going to be losing 2 strokes here. I mean, I've never seen Emerson miss a putt this close. Yeah. That'll move him to 8 under par, and Coda is going to be dropping a stroke. And
yeah, that putt on hole 1 kind of canceled out just now.
Yeah.
Steve at the par.
Coda just landed in nicely.
Still got a smile on his face.
Yep.
Like to see that.
Oh, yeah. Hole 3, this is a par 3, 290 feet. This is another one that feels further than what it's listed at.
Yeah.
You're really just throwing a big spike hyzer, nice and wide on the left side. I believe we even had some forehand, yeah. I believe we had some left to right wind here too, so you want to keep it nice and wide on that left side to have it carry. There is a little bit of a drop off on the back side of the basket that you have to be careful of, but Emerson has executed that pretty perfectly.
Yeah, he was definitely playing the wind there. He threw that way wide, just let it carry. Really nice shot.
Oh no, and Marshall, just a little bit of an early release and caught the top of the hill. He's going to be well short. Steve with a great shot, but that just gets too far right, and he's going to have an uphill putt for his too. Not a bad spot though.
No. Coda's trying to steal Emerson's line.
Yeah, playing that wind, keeping it nice and wide.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he is parked.
That's what makes him so good. He just bounces back from, bad holes really well.
Yeah.
He's got a short-term memory, which is fantastic in the sport of disc golf.
That flick looked super effortless for Marshall. He just kind of flung one out there.
Toss it out there.
Yeah, good shot though.
No way.
Are you serious?
And it wasn't it wasn't like it was like a ferocious putt that just bounced straight back off the pole.
Yeah,
I mean,
he didn't even putt that hard.
Yeah, well, I think the wind that was coming, headwind for him, just
that left to right,
just flew it right back out.
My goodness, that was an absolutely brutal spit out because that was a perfect putt from Steve.
Yeah,
unbelievable.
And Emerson taking the lead here, not for long, but
this is Marshall, really good 3. Oh, bogey. He missed his putt. Wow. And that's going to move him to 5 under par. Got Coda tapping in the birdie. That'll move him to 9 under par, and him and Emerson will remain tied. Hole 4, this is a par 4. It is 404 feet, so pretty short par 4.
Very technical, though.
It is very technical. You can either play the top of the hill on this left side here, or you can play the straight gap. You're really just wanting to either get to the top of this hill and have a downhill putt for eagle, or just a layup for 3. But there's a lot of guardian trees on that right side, so I think most of these guys are going to be playing that left side.
Yeah, just kind of give yourself a wide open upshot to get up there for birdie.
Yep.
Oh, no, that's just a horrible misrelease there by Emerson. But luckily, he actually kicks out of those trees, so he's still in the open, but he's well short.
Here is Coda. And he's playing this one more safe as well. He's going to be not quite at the top of the hill, but pretty easy upshot for him. And Steve.
That might be a little bit tricky, but
yeah,
we'll have to see.
It's tricky on that left side because, I mean, the forehands can skip all the way down that hill.
It's definitely touchy
on your upshot.
Yeah.
So
Marshall up there in the open. Best drive of the bunch, I'd say.
Here is Emerson. And that got a weird wind bounce there. That was going to skip up nicely, but the wind just prevented it from carrying further right.
And I say those are some pretty nice trees that slowed that thing down. That was hauling. Steve with a nice upshot.
Yep. Marshall.
Yeah, Marshall's forehands look like his practice throw, and then he actually throws it. It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Just super soft with it, but that's great. This is Emerson from a lot further than he wanted to be. And yeah, he's going to be left with a little downhill putt here. He's going to be taking a par. I'll keep him at 9 under par. It's going to be Steve for the birdie. Oh yeah, that'll move him to 7 under par.
Yeah, I'd say this is a true par 4. It's a little bit on the softer side, but I still think it should be a par 4.
Yeah, it's more so because of the green.
Right.
The green's just so tricky that it makes it that just not bumps it up that one notch that makes it a par 4.
And there's just not really a clear line to get all the way up to the basket from the tee box.
Yeah. Hole 5, this is a par 3, 400 feet. Another hole that seems longer than what it is. I've said that the last 3 holes. But really, these guys are going to be throwing a flat to slight flex shot. Really just wanting to get up to this gap to where you give yourself a putt on this left side here. You do have to be careful of this tree on the left side because if you hit that, you will not have a fun upshot.
Also the fence, too. Saw a couple people go OB fence as well.
Yeah,
so
true.
Could have just thrown a roller, hit the fence, but he should be in a pretty good spot to maybe throw a forehand upshot or something.
Yeah.
Steve just not quite getting the height. There's no chance of that getting all the way down there, but also in a pretty good spot.
Yeah. This is Marshall.
Gonna try to go over the top.
Opting for the forehand. And that looks like it's turned over too much.
Yeah, you're right about that.
But he's going to be on that left side there. I think he popped out in the open, so he should have a pretty easy upshot to save his par. This is Emerson.
It's looking nice.
Yeah, this is looking real nice.
Oh, hit the tree.
Yeah, just held a little bit too straight for too long, but he'll have an easy up and should be able to save par from there.
Yeah, just like where these trees are like located, it seems really, really difficult to get all the way up to the green, just by the way you have to shape your disc, you know? Because if you just throw like a straight to hyzer, it's going to end up short left, most likely. I guess roller is probably the best bet.
Yeah. And Steve with a nice upshot. Emerson. That Justice is...
Kissing the pole.
That Justice is like magnetized to the bottom of every pole.
I really want it.
World.
I think everyone wants it, but
right.
I don't see him giving that thing away.
No, definitely not. But Steve taps in for par. Got Marshall doing the same thing. Emerson as well.
Yeah, it's kind of expected on this hole. Just a lot of pars.
Yep. Everybody holding their pars, and we are on to hole 6. This is a par 3. It is 365 feet. It's really just a, you want to throw a fairway driver or distance driver dead straight, maybe get a slight bit of turn out of it, but you want to miss this little tree on the left side, and that's really the only danger here. The gap's pretty wide open for these guys.
Yeah.
Should see a couple birdies here.
Yeah. Oh, that's looking money.
Yeah, getting that nice little soft turn.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, and he's very close. Yeah, this hole kind of carries uphill for the first 200 feet. And then goes way downhill after that.
That needs a lot of turn.
Yes, it does.
And the fact that that early branch is not going to hold that turn, it's going to be on the left side.
Yep. Here we got Emerson.
Maybe feeling a little bit of pressure knowing that Coda's up there sitting pretty well for a birdie. Oh, yeah.
And that's a decent shot. He's going to be pin high, maybe 40 to 45 feet left.
Yeah, it's going to be a little bit of a low ceiling putt, too, with that tree.
Yeah. Marshall with a fortunate tree there, because that might have been a lot more deep than what it was. He's going to be right there next to Emerson. And Steve just pitching out for his 3. Coda for the bird, though. Just a little bit too low. Definitely wanted that one. going to be Emerson for the birdie.
Yes, sir.
Oh,
Tied
yeah.
him up.
Tying it up. Him and Coda Hatfield have reached double-digit zone. They're both at 10 under par.
Yeah, Steve kind of just yanked his a little bit right.
Yeah. Marshall saves par, though. I think we got Coda tapping in for par as well. Marshall was like, that's not allowed.
Trying to shoo that disc away. Get out of here.
Steve taking a really unfortunate bogey there.
Yeah, Steve just recently, I'd say about a year, maybe a year and a half ago, he stepped into the open field, and he's been playing really well.
Yeah, he has.
He's competing most tournaments. So.
Yeah, off the tee, he's clutch.
Crushes.
Yeah, he's really good. Hole 7, this is a par 3. It is 390 feet. The basket, or the fairway, just kind of carries straight, and then the basket is going to be on this left side here. You really just want to throw a distance driver that'll flip up flat and have a nice overstable finish at the end.
Yeah, you're really just trying to throw it as close to those trees straight ahead as possible, and just have it hyzer right in front of them.
Yeah. So Emerson, after taking the lone bird on the last hole, and this, I mean, he just got too much power.
That's so annoying. How do you? That's his mistake, was throwing it,
too far.
440 right into the trees.
Yeah. And that is a common mistake on this hole.
It
really.
is.
You can flip it up too much, and then you're in a rough spot. This is looking absolutely money from Coda.
Yeah.
And nearly aces the hole.
See, and he got
He
that.
is only 3 feet from the pin.
Yeah, yes, and he got the height, so it got plenty of time for it to swing far enough left.
Yeah.
And yeah, just a really perfect shot.
Yep. Marshall.
That's a putt. Oh, well, a wet putt.
Yeah, that's a wet putt. That creek does play safe, so it's casual. He'll have a long putt for his 2. Not a bad shot. Steve.
Looked a little bit sawed off, but
Yeah.
we'll have to see. Yeah, it's going to be a little bit left.
Hits that tree, and
He might have an obstructed putt as well.
yeah, he's going to be left with about 45 feet from there.
No justice here?
No justice. He's got his harp out here. Oh, that's pretty short.
He knows what he's doing.
Understandable. It's going to be Marshall for the 2.
Cannonball? Oh, okay.
And he gives it a little half go. Here we got Steve from about 45 feet under the tree. He's got a low ceiling putt here. A little stepper. Oh, and it is good.
Butterball. And he told me,
Money.
well, he didn't tell me, but I thought I heard him talking about it, how he just started doing that step putt. He used to do the jump putt, and he kind of switched.
Yeah, and another huge shout out to D-Mart out in OKC. Really nice disc golf shop, and they helped us get out to Norman to film this coverage for you guys.
Yeah, they do a great job. Go check them out.
Yeah, awesome disc golf store. Hole 8, this is a par 3, 375 feet. This is pretty much your standard hyzer. There's not too much danger with this hole. There's not very many trees in the way. There's trees on the left side, but they don't come into play, especially if you're throwing this big hyzer here.
And that's a pretty common place to miss.
Yeah,
just
he's gonna
over
be
on the left side.
Yep.
Whoa, that was weird.
Yep. Jinx. Give me soda.
Well, I don't have one, so I have to deal with that.
Fine.
Steve over there playing really nice, playing right up the middle. Really nice shot. It's going to be a little bit short, but he might have a putt at it.
Yeah. Here's Emerson. This looks a little sawed off.
Yeah, I think he was expecting some flip up there, but didn't
Yeah.
quite get it. Maybe the wind might have
Like it.
affected that.
Yeah, he's going to have a long putt for his 2. But a look nonetheless. Here's Marshall putting it out nice and wide on that right side. This is looking a little bit better.
Oh, yeah.
And
Pin
Yeah.
high.
pin high on that left side. He might have some bushes to contend with, but see if he can convert the 2. This is Emerson, just barely catching the am side cage there. He'll be tapping in for his 3.
This looks fun.
Right. That's a hard putt. I don't blame you for hitting that tree, Steve.
I think that was the only path to the basket was hitting that tree.
Yeah. And Coda with the long miss there. That might be a bit of a tester.
Here's Marshall for 2.
Oh, and he nicked that pro side chain. He'll be tapping in for the par. This is Coda for par. He will hold at 11 under.
Yeah, 3 down for the round.
Steve holding that 7.
I'm kind of surprised to see no birdies here, honestly. I mean, it's not like an easy hole, but here's some pretty salty players we're seeing here.
Yeah, this is borderline must-get for these guys.
Yeah.
Hole 9, this is a par 3. It is 345 feet. It kind of carries flat for the majority of the fairway and then transitions to downhill. Most of these guys are going to be playing that right side. You want to try and get it under that low ceiling on the right side and have a nice skip up to the basket. There is also a dead straight play, but you do have to be careful of going long because, like I said, it does carry flat and then just kind of drops halfway through the fairway. So you want to keep it nice and low, just like Coda's doing here. And wow.
He made that look so easy.
Yeah, it's not as easy as he just made that look.
No, not at all. Yeah, you just got to keep it as low as possible without hitting the ground, and Steve threw it basically right to the ground.
Yeah. Here is Emerson.
And
that's fading out too early, and he catches that tree, and he's going to have a long upshot to save his par.
Yeah, he's having some misreleases on his drives. Everything else is really good, but it's really his only problem right now.
Yep. Marshall throws out a really nice shot, similar to Coda, but he just ends up a little deep, and that's going to be a tricky spot because there's a bunch of mud and water there. He's going to have some tricky footing. Hopefully he can get a good stance for his putt.
Yeah. It's got to go. Oh, man, that's circle's edge right there.
Yeah, it comes up pretty short, but I don't think he's missing this one. Nope. I mean, he's up there with the big boys, and the big boys don't miss 35 and in.
This is true.
And Steve just barely missing there. He's going to be tapping in for bogey.
Nice birdie putt by Marshall.
Great birdie foot. Birdie foot?
Birdie foot.
You trying to get you some birdie foot?
Yeah, Marshall's 1 down for the round, trying to keep that going.
Yeah. And Steve with an unfortunate bogey there. That'll move him to 6 under par. Coda with a fantastic birdie.
Yeah,
Gets a stroke on Emerson there, and that's going to conclude the front 9 of the second round of the 41st Annual Norman Pro-Am. Coda Hatfield finishing off the front 9 with a birdie nicely. He is holding that 12 under par. We got Emerson Keith 2 back at 10 under par. Marshall Blanks at 7 under par, and then we got Steve Menees at 6. So some exciting golf going on here between Coda and Emerson.
Yeah,
Hopefully
absolutely.
we can see the battle continue here on the back 9.
Yeah, if you guys enjoyed, make sure you hit that like and subscribe. Helps us out a lot. You can check us out on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, and we'll see you guys for the back 9.